All right, we are recording. Happy Monday, everybody, and I hope you had a great weekend. And I hope you had a good week last week. We didn't have a regular meeting, and actually, that's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about first before we get into it. Um, the uh, the Last week I realized that I might be able to make your life a little bit better if I just go ahead and record a video for you like I did last week, rather than having you meet up with me every Monday at 1 o'clock. I'll just send out a video probably Monday morning every week. And then what we'll do is um, I will still be in my office from 1 to 2 during our regular time. And what I'd like to be able to do is kind of open up my office to you a little bit more. So this way, most of you guys, I just want to congratulate. First of all, most of you guys are really doing a great job adapting to the virtual environment. I'm really seeing for the first week, guys. I mean, I know it was kind of rough. We were all kind of scrambling, but here we are in week 5. Can you believe it? First of all, week 5, man, that's it's almost midterm. I mean, it'll be midterm in what, 3 or 4 weeks. So, I mean, it's flying by, but you guys have really been doing a great job. And basically what I'll do is I'll make a video, I'll send it out to you. And if you don't have any questions, you can just get to work and enjoy your week. If you do have questions, well, I'll be here during the 1 o'clock hour. And all you have to do is just email me, and I can even do a Zoom call with you, just the two of us, and we can cover anything you need to cover. Of course, many of you guys have been really good with emails. If you have questions, those are always good ways to contact me. So just as a little housekeeping, so you guys know, next week we will not have to meet during the 1 o'clock hour. I will just send out the weekly video for you. You can watch it at your leisure. And then if you want to talk to me during the 1 o'clock hour, I will be in my office available for you. If not, have a great life, enjoy your week, and we'll just go about business that way. Okay, so having said that, this week we have some things to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sharing my screen with you. Here we go. Awesome. All right, so if you go and you take a look at our syllabus, our schedule, we are in week 5. Wow. Okay. So as of right now, you should have handed in your rough draft. So the rough draft of your essay 1 should be on the discussion boards. And I looked at it earlier today, and it looks like most everybody got those on there. If for some reason you had computer trouble, I know I had a few people had some weird internet issues and things like that, get it handed in today and you won't have any problems. I'll be gracious and not worry about late problems or anything like that. Just get it up there as soon as you can today so that you can participate in the peer review process. And so what we're going to do, let's talk about peer review first of all. What you're going to do is, and some of you guys have already done this. Some of you guys, I got to say, it's like teaching Jedis already. You're already just really doing a great job. But basically, what you're going to do is you go to the same discussion boards, right? And okay, it's essay 1. So you're going to click there, and you're going to find somebody else's essay. And you're going to do this for 2 people, okay? So for 2 people, what you're going to do, if you go to the discussion board, go ahead and copy the questions. Good. You go into essay 1 peer review, and maybe you find, let's take a look at Jeremy's thing. Okay, he's already got somebody who's reviewed. So a lot of people have already started this process. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to download his essay. You'll read it, and then you're going to click reply. And in the message box here, you'll do Control V as in Victor. So Control V, and that's going to paste these questions. Then you just answer the questions for your partner. So for Jeremy, you'd answer the questions. And then after the questions, it would be really nice if you provided maybe some constructive feedback. Like, maybe there was a paragraph that was a little confusing, Or maybe you just really want to say, hey, great story. This really did a great job of teaching the lesson. Just be nice. But don't be nice, but at the same time, you don't have to be rainbows and, butterflies. You can also give a person some constructive criticism. You can say, I really liked your story. However, in your third paragraph, it was kind of hard to follow what was going on. So you may want to go back to that third paragraph and just make sure the sentences are written more clearly. That's you doing a favor for somebody else. That's actually you really being a helpful person to another person. And so I ask that you do that. Make sure you do it for 2 people. And like, for instance, Jeremy already has one person who has, apparently, it looks like Brianna has already responded to him. So if they already have one person who's responded, look for somebody who hasn't had anybody comment yet. The goal is we want everybody to have some feedback. So that's the goal. Another thing I want to bring your attention to is that whenever we do these peer reviews, you can look at everybody else's essay. And it's not cheating when you look at other people's essays. One of the things that we are, as college students, we're growing out of is the idea that you can only learn from a teacher. So that's not the way it works in the real world it's not like you can only learn from teachers. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, you learn from other people who are doing well. So you look around, and I would recommend looking at other people's essays, and you're going to see some of them that maybe aren't as good as yours. And you can say, hey, awesome. That's cool. But you're going to see some that are really good, right? You're going to see some that are much better than what you've already done. And what I would recommend is say, okay, how are they approaching this essay? How are they approaching the task at hand? Maybe I can learn something from them. And that is by far one of the best lessons to learn early as possible, is to take a look at how other people are solving the same problem that you have been tasked to solve, and say, well, maybe I can learn something from my fellow classmates. Again, some of them are going to be okay, some of them will be awful, but some of them will be so good that you'll want to take notice. All right, so that is the discussion boards. You will need to do 2 responses. So you'll need to be done with peer review by Wednesday midnight. Okay, so by midnight on Wednesday, you should be able to look at your rough draft, and you should say, well, at least 1 or 2 people have responded. Take a look at that. Say, okay, maybe they're making some good points. What are some things I can take from their review? And maybe they made some points that I need to make some revisions and some changes. And then what's due? So essay 1 is due, the final draft is due Friday night by midnight. And all that process homework, we've been kind of gathering them as we've gone along. And so what we've done, hopefully you've got it all, and you can put it all into a Word document or a PDF. And so you're going to need your invention activities. Sometimes we call them pre-writing. But basically what it is brainstorming, clustering, and free writing. So you'll need those. And then you're going to need your audience awareness paragraph. And then you're going to need your outline. Okay? So pretty much 3 things, in essence, you'll need to put in that document. And if you did it by hand, you can take a picture, just drag it over into the Word document. And as long as it's all there and I can tell what everything is supposed to be, you'll get 100% of your points. Okay? Now, where do we hand those in? Let's take a look. So you'll go to homework and assignments, Essay 2 project materials. Oh, I'm sorry. Not yet. We are not there yet. Okay, we're just in Essay 1. So Essay 1 project materials. You scroll down and look where it says hand in it says hand in electronic copy of Essay 1 here. So this is where you're going to hand in Essay 1. So you click there, browse my computer, you'll upload your document, and then you'll click where it says I agree to submit my paper or papers to the global reference database. Now, let me tell you what that is. All that is this. Whenever you hand in a paper to me, we're going to basically run it through for plagiarism. And what this says is that it doesn't mean that you're not going to get in trouble for plagiarism if you did plagiarize. But what it means is, hey, I am okay with you checking. And it's more likely to be that it's basically saying, if someone else copied off of me, I don't know about it. And I'm not happy with that. So I always say, hey, click that. If you don't click it, don't worry about it. It's not it'll still go through the plagiarism checker and everything like that. It's just that this is kind of you saying, hey, I didn't plagiarize. And if somebody plagiarized off of me, catch them. Okay, so click there, and then you'll just click submit. And of course, it won't let me hand it in because I'm the teacher. But basically, that's how you're going to hand in your final draft of Essay 1. Then you go back to the Essay 1 folder, and you'll hand in all that process work, all the homework you've been working on, all in one Word document or PDF file, where it says, it's right underneath where you hand in the Essay 1. It says Essay 1 process points. Okay, you hand it in, click there, and you'll go browse my computer. Again, same story, uploaded the Word document, and then you press submit, and then you've handed it in. Okay, now you'll notice it's 25 points possible, as long as you have all three of the big things, right? So all of those three invention activities, the brainstorming, clustering, and free writing. Then you've got your audience awareness paragraph, and then you've got your outline. As long as you have all those things, you'll get all 25 points. I'm not going to sit there and nitpick. Hopefully you've really tried to make the pre-writing useful for your writing process. And let me tell you guys, this Essay 1 is the easiest essay. Of course, it's the first essay, so it's the easiest. But it's the first essay, it's the easiest essay. They get a lot harder from here on. And so hopefully you've internalized this process so that you can start to use it as we tackle more challenging essays as they come. Okay, now once you've done that, once you've done those things, okay, you've done your peer review by midnight Wednesday, and then you've handed in your essay and your homework points, those process points, you've handed those in by Friday midnight at the latest. Once you've done that, just like it says here, I want you to go ahead and take a look at the new essay assignment, okay? So the new essay assignment, and then also the 2 new readings. So there's 2 readings we're going to be summarizing for Essay 2. Every essay we're going to summarize 2 readings. But you're going to go to the Essay 2 folder. So here we go. Essay 2 project materials, click there. And you scroll down to the Essay 2 assignment sheet, and you can read that. I don't want you to mess with this until you're done handing in your Essay 1, but definitely look at it before next week starts. Before Monday next week, definitely take a look at Essay 2. Okay, the other thing is, go ahead and start reading your next 2 readings. And you're going to summarize both of these. And those summaries are due in week 7. So you've got about 3 weeks before you need these 2 summaries to be done. But these are much longer readings and much more complex readings than the first. So don't underestimate them. In addition to being longer, they also require you to use MLA citation, just like in the examples that I gave you in the Blackboard folder. So make sure you're looking over that Blackboard folder on how to summarize again. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to also cover some basics about MLA format for those of you who need a little bit of a refresher. But basically, there's 2 readings. Now, one of the readings is called Growing Up Tethered, and you're going to need to find that in the textbook. That's in the inquiry textbook. So the regular reader, yeah, this one here. if you can, I don't know. Anyway, the point is, it's in the regular textbook. So if you haven't gotten the book yet, really, I mean, there's no excuse for not having the book yet. But if for some reason you don't have the book yet, you better go get it, because we're going to use it for all of the rest of the semester. So everything else we do this semester, we're going to be using the textbook. I'm going to be assigning you a lot of readings, and that's going to be really important for you to have. The other reading is Love in the Age of Like, and it's on Blackboard. So let's take a look. I'm going to show you where that is. If you go to the SA2 project materials folder again, you're going to see right here, Love in the Age of Like, and that is the reading again and then you click on the PDF full text, and this is a reading. This is an article written by Aziz Ansari. You might know him from Parks and Recreation, and he's a stand-up comedian. Basically, he's got an article here, and you're going to read that, and you'll summarize it eventually for Comp 1. Okay, but I don't want you messing with these until you're done with your essay and you've handed it in. And again, you can hand it in before Friday at midnight, but I don't recommend handing it in before you see what people have said about your essay, right? So definitely take the time to wait till, Wednesday at midnight for people to make comments about your essay, and then look at those comments. They might not be good comments. Maybe the comments are really not very useful. That sucks. But most of the time, people give you at least a little bit of good criticism, and you can say, okay, I need to make a few revisions. I need to change a few things. Let's do that. So that's typically what we're looking at doing. Okay, having said that, I'll talk more about SA2 next week, but this is what I want you to be thinking about after you hand in your essay. Okay, so having said that, let's review. What is due this week? First of all, you need to go to the discussion board and make 2 comments on 2, or you may make a comment on 2 different essays. So 2 of your classmates' essays, and look for ones that don't already have comments. Make sure that you're spreading your comments around. So it's not like one person has 5 comments and then the other person has nothing. We want to spread them around, okay? You got to do that by Wednesday midnight. Then you're going to hand in your essay 1 and your process points, and you're handing those in down here underneath where you handed in your summaries. Those are due Friday at midnight. After you've done that, then take a look at essay 2 and take a look at those 2 readings and get started on those. Okay, guys, that is everything that you need to know to be successful this week. As of next week, I expect you to have your textbook, and I'm going to be assigning you extra assignments as far as like readings from the textbook as we go. Okay, so make sure to take a look and look for that Zoom video. Again, I will not require you to be here at 1 o'clock to do the Zoom with me. I'll just send out the video sometime Monday morning, so you've got it. And if you want to talk to me during this class period, I'll be at my office. I'll be at my desk. You can email me, or we can do a Zoom call if you really, really need it, and we can go from there. Okay, guys. Well, that is everything for today. I do appreciate you guys being here. And if you have any questions, make sure to go ahead and you can email me. Real quick question about the, let's see. So comment on discussion, turn in the essay, turn in the process. Those are the things that are due. And then after that, look at the new assignment of essay 2, and then start reading the 2 new readings. And again, that's on your syllabus. And you can rewatch this video if you need any help with that as well. And then how am I able to get the music on the background? Well, there is a thing where you can share screen, and then it goes to a special sharing thing. Braden, I bet you could Google that, probably easier than I could explain it. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here, and look for a video next week. And if you have questions, feel free to email me. I'd be happy to hear from you. Thanks a lot. Have a great week.